Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I thought of sharing my journey in Canada with you guys, like whatever my 1.5 year experience has been. I thought of putting it out on this channel today so that I can share it with you guys. So my experiences, with regards to everything, I thought of sharing it over here. So I came to Canada last year in the month of August 2023. So basically, I am from Mumbai and I have stayed my entire life over there. I've done my college, graduation, everything from there. And during the graduation itself, I felt like that I should be, moving abroad and start my entire life over there. Because of lot of reasons, but then I also wanted that I should but then I also thought that I should be taking up some work experience that would really help me to find a job into a new country instead of starting everything from the scratch. Though when I'm here right now, you have to start everything from the scratch, but like obviously you don't know everything till the time you come and start everything. So that was my point of view, that I should have at least some work experience before moving to a different country, and also I would have at least some skills instead of being a fresher. So after my 2 years of work experience itself, I thought right now is the time that I should be, moving abroad, and so I started my documentation and everything to file my process and everything. So Canada was always on my first option if I had to move to a different country. But because of the fact that I had a lot of cousins over here, and I thought it would be a great option rather than just going to strangers, people that you don't know. At least you will have a certain idea when you stay with your family members. So after taking everything in the consideration, I thought of moving to Canada itself. So finally everything was done. I got my visa and everything. I was I was so happy that finally I'm just going, and I'll just go there. I kept So finally I was really happy कि हाँ अभी सब कुछ हो गया है, that everything is done. I got my visa. Right now is the time that I'll be leaving. So I started packing and all the excitement to when you have to move to a different country. So you make a lot of plans in your mind. You have a lot of dreams that you once you reach there, you'll do this, you'll do that. So just like other people, I had all of things in my mind. So finally the day came. I always used to think there was there was 4-5 months in between, when I got my visa. I had 4 to 5 months before I had to leave, and all the time I only used to think that when would be the time that I actually had to take the flight and I have to leave. I was so excited to go to Canada and start my new life. So finally when the day came, I was at the airport. I was so happy. I although had the feeling of leaving my parents behind, my family behind, leaving my city behind, but the excitement of starting things in a new country is always at the top when you are going for the first time. So I was feeling the same. I had mixed feelings. I had excitement, a bit feeling of nervousness, also feeling of getting away from my parents. I have never been away from them, not even for a week. So I knew it's not that I didn't knew what I was going to, or I never had such thoughts like everything is going to be all marry and everything is going to be very happy. I never had that thought. I knew like what I was going to. So finally, when I went from the airport and I landed in Germany. Germany was my first airport for the layover, and then from Germany I had to go to Toronto. So जब मैं आई जर्मनी में, so at that moment I realized that actually right now I'm alone. That was the point that it actually hit me, that I'm all alone, that there's no one with me, and I have left everything far behind. My family, my city, everything has been left far behind right now. So I just from that moment itself, I haven't even reached Canada, and from that moment itself I felt like I should be going back. From Germany airport itself I felt like that I should be going back, and I don't want to go further. So this was the feeling over there. Like I couldn't see any people around me who I knew. There were no friends, no family, no one. And the time when I reached Toronto airport, the situation even got worse. So like the moment I landed, I just very overwhelmed with everything that was happening. I was not even ready to get out of the airport. That was the situation, like, because I knew I just didn't want to step out, and because I knew there was no going back right now, like things can't change right now, and also I didn't want to give up, and I knew that I have to do this. I can't just give up and go back and say that I don't want to go further and I just want to stay here. I can't be doing that. So finally, so my cousin came and received me. So I first went to Brampton with her because they were staying in Brampton. So I remember it was a basement apartment where I first entered. So it was very dark, very cold. Although I came in the month of August, but it was very chilly in the night. So there was no sunlight. Everything was so dark, and everything was very quiet. There was nothing happening. So from that moment itself I felt like, where am I? Because the place I come from, Mumbai, I can hear the noise even at 2 a.m. in the night. Like everything is so loud. You can hear the noise of vehicles, the honking, traffic, your neighbors coming to your house, and suddenly when you come here, there's nothing. Like this was my first shock when I came here. This was my first ever feeling that I'm to a very different place, and this is not going good. So right now I'm laughing when I say this, but at that point I knew what was I feeling. So it was not a good feeling at all. In a basement where there's no sunlight, no sound of people, no neighbors around you, no people around you, and you're just lying there over there. And obviously people who were in my house, they had to go to their jobs. So obviously I was all alone during the day, and I never had the habit of staying alone in my house. I never because there's always someone in my house, so I get really scared when there's no one in the house. So for me the feeling even got worse. So I thought of that I should find a job, so it would help me distract and also would give me some financial stability. That is what I came for, because I thought like for me, two reasons to move to Canada was, first, my financial stability, and second was that I actually wanted to do the course that I came here for. I actually wanted to do that course because I thought like it would even expand my knowledge that the field I am in. So I thought that it would be great if I go ahead and do that course. And secondly, obviously, I feel in my field in India, I felt that if I have to go reach to the top, or if I have to have financial stability over there, I had to struggle for a lot of years, and then it would come to me. Then it would come to me. But so that is the reason I thought like it would be a best option that if I go abroad, and because I felt that it would I would have a lot of financial stability over there, and that is the reason I decided to come here. So I thought of looking for a job. So as I said, like because of my work experience back in Mumbai, I managed to find a job in a week. So that really helped me, and I was very happy about it, that at least I found a job. So right now, at least I would have something to do instead of just sitting at home and overthinking about a lot of other things. So when I used to go on the roads, there was no vehicles on the roads, or no, I can't see any people, or no loud noises of the horns. सब कुछ like it was very different. So मेरे लिए like ये पहला shock था as a person, because I had the habit of being in a loud environment. So this was not going right for me. So but still, then the other thing, but slowly when things got a bit better, we moved to a new house. The house was, and that house was really good. Obviously it was not a basement, and obviously because when you come into a basement apartment, things are very different. You feel very lonely. Your situation even gets worse if you're not happy in a place, and then that basement apartment even adds to it. And apart from the fact that during winters there's no sunlight, so there were a lot of things. So when I moved to a new house in Brampton itself, and my college was really far away. So if I talk about in Mumbai, if we have a traveling distance of 1 hour or 2 hour, I still feel like if I personally say, it's still convenient from traveling for 1 hour, because the modes of transportation are very convenient. But when you come to Canada and there's a traveling distance of 1 hour or 2 hours, it gets worse, because the traveling is not at all convenient. Although I had college for 2 days in a week, but still for me it was not at all convenient to travel from Brampton to Toronto. So it was a very big distance, and so I thought, and also the job was not very convenient enough, and things were not going right. So I thought that I should be moving to Toronto. Maybe the things get better, because I came from a city, and maybe moving to a city would make things better rather than staying in Brampton itself. So I moved to Toronto in just 2 months. In the month of October, I came in August, and in the month of October I moved to Toronto. And obviously things got really better. I got a new job, and that job helped me in giving me a lot of financial stability in my life, in terms of income, in terms of in my growth, in terms of everything. So it was a great start moving here, and moving to, and also the distance to travel my college also got convenient because of that, and I saved a lot of time. So college was my only place at the time that used to make me happy, because I made a lot of good friends over there. People that actually supported me, that actually made me happy. So I used to enjoy my college, even though it was 2 days, but I used to wait for 2 days that I can actually go and talk with them, and they actually used to listen. And I remember at the start I used to look out for people who are from Mumbai, so that I can actually share my experiences with them, and that could actually make me feel happy. So this was what I was doing at the start. I still do, but at that point it was worse. And after that, the things got a little better. I was not missing everything that I used to feel or that I used to be in the start. Like things अभी like धीरे धीरे better हो रहे थे, because you know lot of things changed and it changed for better. Although there were times I used to miss my family, like during New Year's, during the festival seasons, during Diwali. It was my first Diwali without my family, my first New Year without my family. I didn't feel great about it. So and the way the people used to celebrate back in India, they didn't used to celebrate it over here. The city lights in Mumbai, it was very different the way it was here. So everything, like slowly I was learning everything, like the cultural shocks that I was getting over here. I was trying to cope up with that one by one, and I was just trying to adjust to everything, so that I just don't give up and go back and cry about it. So I then managed to save some money. So because through my obviously through my part-time or full-time jobs, through my incomes and through my GICs that we get as a student. If you're an international student, you know what a GIC is. So it's just a fixed amount that you put in your bank when you come to Canada at the start, and the bank returns you that amount every month in installments. Okay, so because of that, I slowly started saving, because I had certain plans in my mind, and I started working on that as earlier as possible, because once I came here, I always had a thing in my mind that someday I have to go back to Mumbai, because one thing I knew after coming here was that this is not the place for me. And obviously winter was always cherry on the top because I knew that Canada is a cold country and they have harsh winters, but never most of the time accept things till the time it happens to you. So when that happened to me, and when I actually faced winters, that time I knew, okay, this is something I can't take, and for 8 months packed in clothes, in jackets, shoes, gloves, not happening for me. And obviously all the time, again, if I'm from a very warm country, that has and in Mumbai, like, winters are not even winters, so, and facing such harsh winters again was something that I didn't like at all. So I just wanted that I should actually reach to a certain goal, even if I had to move back again. So I was just saving up so that I can accomplish what I wanted to do. So like save करके मेरे कॉलेज खत्म होने तक, मेरे in the month of April, I somehow managed to take a franchisee of a brand in Mumbai itself. So I thought like this could be something that could help my family to gain a financial stability, so that I don't have to worry about the expenses, so that I don't have so I would actually have something as an investment even if I have to go back. So I saved up and I just bought up a franchisee of a brand, so that my brother and my dad could, together they can look after that. So this made me really happy. Like, I was really proud of myself, obviously even today, that I somehow managed to do everything in this even less than a span of 1 year. In just 6 months itself, I managed to do that. So for me, it was a really big thing. Like, if people who are in Canada as international students knew that it is a really big thing to doing a part-time job and saving up money and then making up an investment in India. But like even I managed to do that and managed to do a lot of things, buying up things for myself, the brands that I like. I always wanted to have that in my life, that I can buy whatever I want to in my life, the clothes, the brands, luxury things in my life. I always wanted to do that. That was the reason I wanted to be very independent and have financial stability in my life. But and it's not that I was not able to do that. I was slowly able to do that, but honestly nothing was making me happy. No matter whatever I achieved, whatever I have done, I was not nothing was making me happy. Even though I buy something that I like, you know a bag from a good brand, once I used to get it, I was not happy about it, because somewhere I knew, like, I somewhere I knew कि this is just very basic things or materialistic things, and at the end of the day the only thing I wanted was my family with me. So obviously these things would never make me happy, no matter how many Chanel or LV I take, or I one day if I'm able to afford these things. But at the end of the day nothing is going to make me happy till the time I don't have my family with me. So these things bothered me a lot. And as I said, like winters, during in the afternoon, by 3:30 p.m. itself, everything gets pitch black, and the situation gets even more worse. You will overthink even a lot, when you don't have the light sunlight around you, and you seems to be very lonely and depressed about things. So that was happening with me. Might not happen with a lot of people, but this is my experience. And then, as I said, like, I had a lot of good friends, so we used to make plans and go out, so that everyone feels like a family, and everyone was like a family to me. And I am very grateful for that people in my life, that I had good people in my life who actually helped me to feel better, and they were there to listen to me. So, and also I was very grateful for the fact that somehow I was always somehow I always managed to get a job. Every time if I had to switch to another one, I always managed to do that, because of the experience in my field itself, and the degrees in my field itself, in my degree, because of the fact that I had experiences and I had degrees in my field itself, within my field. And in Canada, hospitality is a very and everywhere hospitality is a very big industry. So getting jobs in hospitality is way easier than getting jobs in other industries. But this is what I feel. So for me it was very easy to get jobs and to switch to different jobs if something is not, if I feel that this is not something good for my growth or not good enough for me. I used to So it was easier to do that, because of that, because I had degrees and I had experiences. So this has always worked in my favor, because of which I never faced a lot of financial crisis over here. So slowly, and then slowly I felt like that I should be going and go and visit my family once, like, because it was almost a year in the month of August, and I thought that I should be going back and visit them once at least. So then I planned to go back in the month of October. Yeah, in the month of October I wanted to go around Diwali, but because of some reasons I just thought of going in the month of October. But I was only able to do that for 20 days, because my job didn't allow me to go for a month, so I just went for 20 days, and it was a very good refresh for me, to see my family after a long time. I just went like after 1 year, yeah, after 1 year 2 months, I went there, and this time while coming back, the experience was very bad, because right now I knew what I was coming back to. Last year I had excitement, joy of going to a country and starting all new, but right now I knew what I was going back to. So right now I didn't want it to go back. I didn't want to leave the airport. I didn't want the plane to uh, take off, and but I knew, like, somehow this is the right thing to do, and this is something that is good for me and good for my family. So I knew that I had to go back, and so it's been only right now it's only been like 2 months that I have come back, and I'm still in that recovery mode, that I have just come from there. So yeah, this has been my entire experience for right now. I feel like if you come here, I would first recommend, like, this is my personal opinion. If I feel that if you have a very good financial stability in your life, or a very good income, like whatever you feel according to you is good income, never recommend anyone to come back here and leave your family and start your own life, because you miss out on a lot of things. You definitely miss out a lot: your birthdays, your festivals, celebrations, the feeling of staying with your family and surrounded by people who love you and people you love. So it is a great feeling, and I would never ask anyone to leave everything behind and come over here, because it's not easy. And on top of that, if you don't have friends over here, and if you don't have family over here, it even gets worse. So it's very important, if you come here, to have good friends, to have a stable job, because even if you have good friends and if you don't have a stable job, things nothing makes you feel okay. Like, even if you have like people around you, but having a good income is very important, to manage your expenses. So that is the reason I'd say, like, if you have a good job and if you have a good income back at place where you living right now, you should never be you should never leave everything behind and come back to a new place to start everything from the scratch, because we never know that how things are going to be over here, because everything feels very shiny, everything feels very great, when you sit there and imagine things. But it's very different when you come here and then you actually do things. There's a vast difference between that. So I do sometimes now, I most of the times get thoughts that I should be moving back, and obviously I'll be doing that, but like, not right now, but maybe in near future, obviously. So yeah, this is my experience and my journey, whatever I have felt in this time span of 1.5 year. So yeah, but I'm very grateful to Canada, whatever it has given me. The ability to do things that I might not would have been able to do in India. The growth opportunities in my field that I got over here, in such a short time, and so everything has been really great. A lot of things have worked in my favor, and I'm always grateful for that. This country has given me. I could never take that away, although I love the place that I so yeah so let me know what are your opinions. If you are from Canada, so please let me know what are your experiences after living over here for a certain time. Let me know what are your experiences after spending time over here. So this is all for today's video. So if you have like anything if you have something to ask, please let me know. I would be happy to answer that. uh, so thank you everyone. So I felt really great after speaking about this, after sharing all my thoughts and my experiences over here. So that is for today's video. Please like, share and comment, and subscribe to my channel. So thank you so much. Bye.